Hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, Phantom. Hello, Victor. Started the stream pretty much right on time today. I had a few things that I had to do right before, so I couldn't start that like 5 minutes early again. That was nice in the last few days, starting the stream 5 minutes early so we could just kind of jump right into things. So, all right. Well, not much to it. I mean, like, I'm just kind of chugging along with stuff, with work. So, not much in the way of updates. Honestly, I'm just really looking forward to today's practice session, just to relax for an hour, be a nerd, have some fun. So yeah, that's kind of what's on my mind right now. So let's do this. Let's get standing. All right, here we go. Gonna move this off to the side, and then let's move this guy because we're going to end up probably standing like this, right? And then we can, this way I can still talk to you guys with pretty good sound. Let me get my, get my pedals going. All right, there we go. Pedals are here. Okay. Well, I don't have many updates, but if you guys have updates, please feel free to share in the chat. We're just going to get started. Let's do this, guys. Here we go. Okay. All right, harmonics first. That is not rotated where I want it to be. So I'm going to do that really quickly. Okay, cool. Ooh, the roof of my mouth does not want to play nice today. Hey, Ryan, how are you? No worries on not being able to stay too long. All good. Totally understandable. Have a great time doing whatever it is you're up to. I have to really lift the roof of my mouth. So I think my airstream really wants to ride low, and or the roof of my mouth might be kind of swollen down a little bit, possibly. Oh, I know why. I had spicy noodles for lunch. That's probably why. Yeah, I think my tongue and the roof of my mouth is swollen a little bit from the spice. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be fun today. So I think I just have to like keep my mouth nice and open, tall for those high notes. Okay, understand. All right, that's gonna be real interesting. Okay, let's do De La Norte, exercise 3. I had that craving, guys, for the spicy noodles. I really wanted a bowl of shin ramen. So I just caved and made shin ramen, and I forgot. I did legitimately forget that spice makes the roof of my mouth and my tongue a little swollen for a long time. So good on me. Hey Jody, how are you doing? You need this tonight. I hope you're okay. Is everything all right? All right, let's do this. Exercise number 3. Jenny, right? Hello, how are you? Oh, I am having some regrets. I am having some regrets eating the spicy noodles for lunch. I really have to open my mouth up like crazy to get enough space in there for like, making notes really loud and stuff. Uh there are some regrets happening right now. It could have been worse. I was actually also contemplating making a decaf coffee for myself this afternoon, but I ran out of time, so I didn't do that. But now I'm glad I didn't, because I think that would have swollen my mouth even more. Nice. Health issues. I remember you telling us about it. Yeah, just come and relax with us. You're in good company. Parvier, hello. How are you? Welcome back to the stream. Okay, I need some water. Oh, I have some regrets, guys. Man. I feel like I brought a bad tone day upon myself. Man. Okay, it is what it is. Yes, I remembered correctly. Yes. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. program for the concert that you're going to, Jody? Also, Flute Berries, are you a peanut butter and toast only person, or do you like to also put jam or jelly on top? Because I'm a sucker for peanut butter and jelly on top of a piece of toast. Like, it doesn't have to be a sandwich. Just an open-faced toast with peanut butter and jelly is so good. I personally, I feel like if I only have peanut butter on a piece of toast, I do it with the jelly so often. I feel like it's missing the jelly. So like what kind of peanut butter toast person are you? And anyone else in the chat who wants to join in, what kind of toast person are you? What do you put on your toast? Okay. Oh, I have to really open my mouth. Also, the thing that I noticed yesterday about tonguing soft notes slightly more forward and loud notes slightly more back, I think it works. But I mean, I still need quite a few weeks to solidify that. So, Phantom, you're a Nutella on toast person. That sounds so good. Oh, delicious. Like dessert. Yum. Don't know what they're playing. All good. You're going to be in for a lovely surprise. Sometimes it's just really nice to go into a concert cold, like just blind, you know? It's awesome. You're very particular of what jelly you put on your toast. Can you tell us what jelly you put on your toast? I'm a big strawberry fan. I'm also a big Marionberry fan. That one is so good. Can't be too sweet, can't be too sour either. It has to be just right. What fits in the just right? I'm curious. Okay. We are going to update our checklist here. All right, that's for next time. And hopefully I will remember not to inflame my mouth right before practicing. I mean, technically speaking, it's been hours since lunch, but clearly I'm still inflamed. Strawberry preserves with Nutella. Okay, I need to try that. I did recently have a strawberries and Nutella crepe, so I would imagine that the flavor profile would be very similar. Nutella is great with peanut butter. Okay, that I have yet to try. Okay, thank you for giving me all these suggestions. That sounds good. Okay, we're going to do some circular breathing. Okay, so something I'm noticing is now that I'm taking smaller breaths, it's easier to connect the new air source with what you're pushing out of your mouth so that it becomes circular. So that might explain why that last one I did yesterday was so good. Okay. Let's try it. Okay. Okay, that last one was relatively okay. Oh, your nickname when you were little was the Strawberry Girl. That's so cute. Oh, Nutella with peanut butter on toast tastes like Reese's peanut butter cup. Oh, that sounds really good. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, we're going to try it with moving notes. It's okay. It's still not as good as yesterday. It's definitely probably going to be a bit of a touch and go. Also, I completely inflamed my mouth today, so it's not in the most optimal position. For those of you guys who are just dropping in and you're wondering how I could possibly have inflamed my whole mouth, it's because I had spicy noodles for lunch. And I noticed that generally speaking, for many hours after I have something really spicy or something very inflammatory, my mouth is just like my tongue's a little swollen. The roof of my mouth is a little swollen. Yeah, it's just something I've noticed about myself before. So I can't believe I just forgot about it. I just had this like intense craving for shin ramen. And so I just kind of like made it and ate it. And now I'm like, oh, maybe I should have done that tomorrow when I'm not streaming. But oh well. Hey, that's great, Sean. And welcome back to the stream. How are you? Okay, so we are doing exercise 131 from 480 exercises. So we are on B flat triads. So we're going to start with diminished triad, then minor, and then major. And we're just doing little patterns. You're doing good. Excellent, excellent. We are currently discussing how we like our toast. What do you like to put on your toast? So some people have been saying, well, I'm a strawberry and jelly fan. People are mentioning here Nutella on toast, but also Nutella and peanut butter on toast. So you like the peanut butter. Do you do anything with the peanut butter? Like what, and like what's your favorite way of having your toast? I'm you know, I, now that we're talking about it, I'm actually realizing that everybody has like kind of like a little quirk about their toast, you know? I also really like my toast almost burnt. Like I like it very toasty, like very crunchy. Like if it ruins the roof of your mouth, then it's perfect. Not everyone likes it that way, but I will say I like it that way. Okay. Anyway, shall we? Let's do some Moyse while you guys, well, if you want to, you can talk about toast. Carbon toast. I like that name, carbon toast. Exactly. I'm glad Parvier also enjoys the carbon toast. I really like it. It's not good to have it totally burnt all the time. Sometimes I let it get a little bit burnt and it's like, oh, it's so good. It's almost like, it's like barbecued bread is what it like tastes like to me, you know? So margarine first. And you must add the margarine, then the peanut butter quickly so it melts. Oh, okay. The peanut butter must melt. Wow. Wait, that sounds really good. I mean, like, I know what you mean by like it can like kind of be more spready, but like, or spreadable, but like melting the peanut butter. Jody likes your toast just golden brown. I feel it. I feel it. I understand. Jenny also likes crunchy burnt toast. I love it. This is great. I don't know why, but this discussion about how we like our toast is making me really happy right now. I think I'm just such a glutton. You're going to try all these different toasts, Phantom? Yes. Okay. Here we go. Okay, two things. One, I'm not really enjoying my tone, but I think it's just because my mouth is so swollen. But the other is, this sliding around business is not great. So I'm finding that sometimes instead of hitting just the C sharp key, I'm actually also hitting the C. And then the other thing is, it's just the coordination of that is really difficult when you have small hands. So I want to do it just one more time, and then I'm just going to keep going. Okay, we're going to call that good. Okay, when you talk about making grilled cheese in the toaster, are you talking about like one of those like mini oven toasters? Or are you talking about like the slot toasters? You know, I am curious. You are glad you started this convo. I am also very glad you started this convo, Jenny. This is fantastic. So we have one of those like oven toasters. So we have totally made grilled cheese like open-faced. Open-faced grilled cheese is really good. So essentially it's like it's cheese toast. Cheese toast is really good. Slot toaster. Now, how do you make it in a slot toaster without the cheese going everywhere? I'm very curious about that because it has to get melty, right? Like, so how do you do that? I'm so curious. Do you like, do you put the toaster on its side? Is that what you do? Anyway, I'm going to keep going. You guys can keep going. Oh, so you warm up the bread slightly because you toast up the bread slightly. You put the cheese. I guess it immediately starts melting a bit so it sticks to the toast, right? So it doesn't slide everywhere. And then you put the other toast on, stick it in one slot. That's pretty genius. I agree with Parvier. That's pretty darn genius. Is it parchment paper? Is that what you're talking about? I guess you could totally do that. Yeah. You have to smush it flat. Oh, it's like a smashed cheeseburger. Grilled cheese, a smashed grilled cheese. Oh, that's very good. There's a Singaporean version of that. So kaya toast is when you spread kaya, which is a coconut jam. You spread it on 2 pieces of toast. You jam a slab of like a small slab of butter in with it. And then it looks like what they do is put it in some sort of like panini press type of toaster. It's like a pressing type of toaster because it's smashed to kingdom come. And it is so good. You dip it in half-boiled eggs that you mix in with some dark soy sauce and white pepper. And it is so good. Paired with the Singaporean coffee is so good. So if you guys have never tried it, see if you can find kaya. Kaya is coconut jam in your Asian grocery store. So if there is an Asian grocery store near you, or if you visit a bigger city that has an Asian grocery store, see if you can find kaya. It's Kaya. It's a Singaporean coconut jam, basically. And it is, guys, it's so good. So, now that you're mentioning like a smashed grilled cheese, like there's a Singaporean version that uses coconut jam, kaya, and butter. Just a slab of butter. So the idea is that when you bite into it, you're actually biting into the butter too. Like the butter hasn't completely melted. And that is actually part of the experience. It is very good. Aline, is it Aline? I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello. What am I practicing for? I'm practicing for myself. There is no concert coming up. This is just the piece that got away from me. The Ibert is the piece that got away from me when I was in university. So I'm just kind of like doing my thing. I did say your name right. Fantastic, Aline. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You're switching coconut oil for your dry mouth. I used to do that. I can't remember why. I honestly cannot remember why I used to swish coconut oil, like in my mouth. I definitely used to do it. And I have not a single clue why I used to. I used to do it every day. Yeah, I did not do it to moisturize my mouth though. So I can't remember why I did it. Not many get it right. Really? Oh, well, I'm glad I got it right. I'm doing okay. I haven't really had much to update you guys on. Life is kind of like, still kind of, there's still some, just life things, but right now it's calm and, things are going. So like, I feel like I can't be too mad, right? Also, I realize I never turned this on. I think I should turn this on. Give me a sec. Now you guys can see how I do this. This is the most like low-tech way of doing this. I literally just climb up here. Not that I think you guys can even really tell that like it makes that much. I think it makes a little bit of a difference. So this is my hair light. And it is actually called a hair light in 3-point lighting. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Anyway, effective for dry mouth. Oh, okay. The coconut oil swishing. I don't know why I used to. It was not for moisturizing my mouth though. I cannot remember why I used to do it. I have no idea why. Good on me. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try one more. Just for fun. Okay, that was not half bad. I only remembered like on the second repetition to open my mouth more. Aline, Sean is correct here. Canuck Fluter is correct here. It is a Monka head joint, but I will give you the specs here. So there we go. Hi, Chi Eduardo. How are you? Welcome back. There you go. There's my bot's little info dump for you about my flute. I hope you enjoy, Aline. So it is called Mopani wood. It is a pretty exotic wood. I didn't know about it until I first tried it. And for some reason, it matches my mouth very well. So I really enjoy it. And the absolute best side effect of having a wooden lip plate is that the wood has a lot more natural texture and thus friction. And so my oily skin does not slip and slide around on this thing. I freaking love it. Whenever I go back to a flute that has like your normal metal lip plate, I feel like I'm slipping around everywhere. So, yeah. Yes, you were right. Exactly. So this gives me a slight wooden edge to the sound. I do really enjoy that. But it also, because it still uses, you can see a rose gold riser. Because of that, I can dig more into the metal sound if I want to. So I have a really nice kind of range of tone color to work with. Yeah. So I really like it. Like when I want to go more hollow, I can really dig into that like wooden sound if I really want to. But then I'm not locked into that, which is really, really nice. I personally really like that. Yeah. But there you go. Yes. Very rare. You don't really see other people sporting a wooden lip plate. I know I'm a weirdo and I happily embrace that. Enjoy your walk. Enjoy your walk, Sean. Okay, we're going to keep going. All right. All right, so a few things there. One is I forgot that I don't have to slide off of the F. I can just pick up my pinky. The other is I recognize that my fingers are flying because I am perceiving this as like the notes going down to D flat. So in the last few days, I have been playing around with this idea that, like, I've known this about myself, that ascending, I am very, like, it just clicks with me. Very easy to time, all the good stuff. Whenever I'm descending, it's kind of a hit or miss of whether or not I can, like, keep my concentration and focus to keep everything, like, perfectly even and no blips and stuff like that. And I discovered that if, like, when I was younger, the way I cheated scales was by reading the descending part as backwards ascending because I was better at ascending. And what I realized this week is that the reason why that happens to me is because I actually naturally keep my fingers closer to the keys if I'm ascending, and I keep my fingers very far away from the keys when I'm descending. So that's why it makes the descending patterns really glitchy and like blippy and like uneven, all that stuff. So I remembered that only part way through doing this. So I'm just going to do it one time through and then we will keep going. Yeah, I need to make sure that when I'm lifting them, that I lift them all to the same height. I think that's the key. Okay, we move on. Oh, I've had circular breathing in here for a while. Maybe you have more so tuned in later in the later streams, but I've had this here like forever. Yeah, I think it's because you come in later in the practice sessions, so you're not really like paying attention to it. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. Keep going. All right, I have to make a mention about that. Now that I am only lifting my fingers up to the same height, that's the first time I've been able to do it with the pinky evenly, like coming down on the F. So I'm going to let that stew in my head for the next few days. Kitty cat, hello. How are you? Welcome back. There's sliding involved in this one, but I'm going to do it for fun. Oh, goody, goody. Okay, do I make these practices musically interesting? You get bored quickly, so make it fun. Am I too focused on the exercise that there's no room for it? Yeah, I am. Because I'm focusing on a lot of like finger things, which fingers are moving like differently from other fingers. It's I am actively thinking about a lot of things as I go, which is why I put down the flute and tell you guys what I'm thinking of. Speaking of which, one of the things that I was thinking of as I was doing that was the timing between long B flat and high D, so high register D. I think weirdly enough, it has to do with the timing of the index fingers. So they are coming up and down at the same time, or they should be, and I wasn't. So I think it had something to do with the fact that it was actually my left hand that it was coming up way too far. So I was playing with that, and that seemed to make it better. So yeah. You found your future flute, kitty cat. Tell us about it. Hello, Tom. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You found a 14K Haynes custom. Ooh, ooh, fantastic. So are you saving up for it now? Well, the gold won't decay, Chi Eduardo, but you know, like the pads and the cork and the other stuff will deteriorate for sure. How am I? I'm doing okay. I definitely kind of I'm sort of in I feel like I'm in the calm before the storm right now is kind of how I feel, just generally with career stuff, with life stuff, with, just stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm feeling. I'm sure those of you guys out there who, especially who are adults, will know what I'm talking about. You can kind of tell when like life is about to get very busy. And so right now is sort of the calm before that storm. Which is why I was inviting a lot of conversation about what your favorite toast is, or what is your favorite way to enjoy toast, which, by the way, I'm totally going to revive that conversation now for those of you guys who are just dropping in. How do you like your toast? What is your favorite way to have toast? Please let me know. I like my toast almost burnt, if not slightly burnt. And if I have it with peanut butter, I must have it with jelly. And my favorite way of having essentially like a smashed toast is kaya toast, which is a Singaporean breakfast it's a Singaporean breakfast combo, essentially, with a slab of butter inside. Yeah. So Stacy, you like yours coffee brown color. Okay, I understand. I like that too. That's like right before slightly burnt. Yeah. Okay, I like it. French toast. I'm down. I do love a good French toast. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Hey, Aline, did you just graduate Master of Music? Did you just graduate? Or like, how long ago? Congratulations either way. That's huge. Apple butter. Phantom, you didn't mention that earlier. Apple butter? That sounds really good. Vegemite. Oh, we have a Vegemite lover in here. There we go. You like yours borderline burnt? 2022. That's fairly recent. Congratulations. How has life been post-grad? I feel like no one ever talks about life post-grad. So like let us know, and let us know if there's a way that we can like just kind of like support you, I guess. Like daughter's idea. So you focused on classical flute, jazz flute, and composition. Woo! You're a singer-songwriter now, playing flute in your own songs. Yo, you are so well equipped for that. That is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, like that will really set you apart. Like that. Oh, that's fantastic. If you have any songs, or you have a place for us to like listen to your songs, please let us know what we can search. I don't allow you guys to put links just because I need to just make sure that trolls don't have complete leeway over everything. But if you can just type a few keywords for us to, search up your songs, we'd love to support you. Yeah. So like put your, just like whatever keywords will allow us to find you on Google immediately, put that in. The garden. Excellent. All right, everyone, you heard it here. We have a professional flutist, singer-songwriter in the chat, Aline May. The garden. Awesome. Garden. There you are. There you are on Bandcamp. I put song, by the way, guys. If you guys put song after that, you guys are going to find it. So I see you here on Bandcamp. I'm going to give a listen after my stream, but everyone go and go and support. Go and support. Yeah. Go and support, guys. So look up The Garden Aline May song on Google. You're gonna find her stuff. So thank you so much thank you for sharing. I always really like to bring attention to especially alternative paths that are not orchestra. No hate to orchestras, no hate to the traditional path. But I do feel like, finding your own career especially after graduate school, but, just after any kind of music school, a lot of times I feel like are not given the recognition they deserve. So, this is one of my ways to pay attention. So there you go. I love that you guys are asking each other stuff. Yay. I agree. Breath is key. Yes, I agree. 100%. Okay. So I only have 9 minutes left, so I don't know how I am going to do no, 9 minutes should give me enough time to do movement 1 and give a little bit of an evaluation of how movement 1 is going. So we're going to do that. We're going to scroll up to the first movement of the Ibert, play through it, see what happens. And I'm going to give myself a verbal evaluation afterwards. And we'll take it from there. Okay. I'm making it super huge, so I'm not going to be able to see the chat very well while I'm playing, but I will check the chat afterwards. Okay, here we go. the timer hasn't actually stopped. It's just that I covered it. So it's actually that right now. Okay. So in terms of an evaluation, definitely noticing I'm falling into my previous habit of letting my fingers fly all over the place. So what's happening there from just kind of powering through the entire movement? Thank you, Aline. From powering through the entire movement, I'm like, okay, when my fingers are closer to the keys, what's happening now is that I'm actually moving them too fast sometimes, because before what I was doing before was compensating for the fact that my fingers would fly so far off the keys. So one, I need to legitimately actually slow down my fingers now that they don't have to move as far off the keys. The second thing is I need to get used to the fact that it feels slower. So one is I have to just the action of timing it slower, because they don't have to fly up like this anymore, and then get used to that feeling. So I would like to try just the opening again with this in mind, now that I have kind of formulated my thoughts by getting to the end of the movement. So, oh, Parvier, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It always tickles me when you guys tell me that you guys haven't caught me playing this in a long time, and you're like, wow, this is so much better. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay, so. I have to open my mouth more because I inflamed it from eating spicy noodles. I forgot that. And so, like, do you guys hear how it sounded really kind of like there was a lid on it, you know? Okay. Now, in terms of the actual finger work itself, I think I confirmed what I'm feeling is I legitimately have to feel like I'm going slower, because my fingers don't have to fly as much, but I have to actually remember to not let my fingers fly that high. So one, I need to remember to keep the fingers close to the keys. Second is I have to actually play slower. So we'll keep that in mind for next time. Let's do a tiny bit of Genshin to round off today's practice. This is my fun thing. So Aline, you were saying that you like to mix things up, right? So that because you lose interest and stuff. This is my fun thing. This is the way I do it. Now everyone does it differently. I like your way of doing it, which is like mixing up rhythms and stuff like that. That's really great. For me, this is my way. I play Genshin Impact, and I love the music ever since I started playing it. And this is one of the pieces that I've always wanted to be able to play. So I've been practicing it for fun. So I know the timer's ending, but I'm still going to spend a few minutes. So we'll just make that go away. Okay. So, we're going to start from where I started yesterday, which is, or was it the day before? I can't remember. We're going to skip the intro because it's just a bunch of E's. We're going to skip that intro and make our way through this. So let's try this. not bad. It's not bad. Aline, let me find a few things for you. So I'm going to find the track for you. So this is, as it says here, Rapid as Wildfires, from Genshin Impact. Yeah, so it's this one. So there you go. That's the original track from the video game. The sheet music I'm looking at is a fan transcription transcribed for solo flute. So, and it's on MuseScore. So this is Rapid as Wildfires. Yeah, it's this one. And then, so this is the fan transcription, this MuseScore one. So open those up, all right, and have fun, okay? So I also, since you mentioned that you are hearing Eastern influences, I am very happy to tell you that you are not only correct, it is Eastern. So the composer for this is Yupeng Chen, Chinese composer, because Genshin Impact is a Chinese video game. Or like the company is Chinese, Hoyoverse. So this particular piece of music you will find as one of the battle themes in the region Liyue in Genshin Impact, which represents China. So there are a bunch of different regions within Tevat, the world within Genshin Impact, that kind of reflect the cultures that we see in our real life world. So Liyue just happens to be representing China. So it's you're absolutely correct. But you know, it's actually just straight up, this is China. So I hope you enjoy listening to the music and trying out the music for yourself. It is very, very fun. So yeah. So in terms of what I notice about my own playing here, I definitely am noticing that I am suffering from like a swollen mouth. So there's a few hacks that I was doing that I think might help you guys out if you guys ever find yourself in this situation. So if you ever find that like on a bad tone day, you can kind of feel like it's like there's not enough room in your mouth. When you're playing high notes, make sure that you're like actually opening up the inside of your mouth as much as possible. Even try lifting your soft palate as you're playing. And then what I realized partway through playing this was that my lips are probably slightly more swollen than before, which means that they're protruding forward a little bit. And what happens when it protrudes forward a little bit is that it's actually bringing the aperture between your lips closer to the opposite edge of the lip hole, which like when you split your air in half against that, that's actually what makes the sound on the flute. So if you're closer to that edge, it's going to catch a higher air speed coming out of you than maybe you intended, because it's the same as if you were to blow a stream of air out and you put your hand at different distances. The further away your hand is, the slower the air is going to be by the time it hits your hand. The closer it is, the faster it's going to be. So that's essentially kind of what's happening here, is that if your lips are protruding forward, closer to the opposite edge of the lip hole, your flute is going to catch a naturally higher air speed coming out of you. So there's a great trick that I legitimately learned from one of my students. So one of my students, like we were kind of discussing, how do we get them to play in such a way that, because like with this idea, right, they were having a lot of trouble with their low notes. Now the problem was that they have an overbite. When you think about an overbite, there's like that overhang, right? Which means that you're essentially constantly very close to the opposite edge of the lip hole. This is why people who have overbites who play the flute tend to play the piccolo extremely well. And they also play high notes on the flute with absolutely no problem. They love it. It's great. And they have a great time. But their Achilles heel tends to be the lowest notes. So I was just kind of discussing with her, like, you know, what you know, throwing some random ideas out of what she could do. And then she was like, you know what? I'm going to like just admit to you what I do, what I realize I have done, and I've just never told anyone before. And I'm like, what do you do? And she was like, well, I very subtly push against the flute this way so that it actually lifts off the lip plate off of her mouth. Like it just lightens it. It doesn't completely lift it off completely. Like I'm sure that when you guys are watching me, it didn't look like I was doing that at all. So she mentioned that it was really subtle. And so I was doing that here too, because I recognized that likely what was happening was my lips are probably a little bit more swollen from the spice that I had at lunch. And the only way to get my lips far away enough from the opposite edge of the lip hole is to actually kind of lift off the lip plate off of my mouth a little bit. So I don't know if that is helpful for you guys. But that's a lot of what I was doing. Every time I was going into the low notes, I had to just lift off. And then into the high notes, I had to make sure I'm like opening up really, really, really big. If I found myself at all feeling like I was needing to overblow in order to like fill out the sound, what I would do instead is open up the inside of my mouth as much as possible, without pushing as much air. And then that really pingy sweet sound will come through. But it is very difficult to do when your whole mouth is like inflamed, which is what mine is right now. So I think it's just one of those times that I just succumb to my craving, to my spice craving. But I really should have just saved it for tomorrow. Is there a Discord too? There is. The Discord was created by you guys. And originally from when I used to stream on Twitch. So it still says Twitch family. And yeah, so come and join us. I think you'll have a lot of fun with us. We're all very nerdy over there. I'm a little bit somewhat hands-off MIA because I want this to be a community that you guys really own. But I do kind of pop in every now and then. Yeah. So yes, add it to your bad day practice list. There you go, Phantom. There you go. Is there in Australia? Tom, are you asking if there are other people from Australia in here? Is that what you're asking? Because if you are, yes. The answer is yes. There's a few of you. So, yeah. Okay, I think I answered everything. So, I'm going to start cleaning up because I need to go and meet Hubs for dinner. So we need to go grab some dinner and then grab some groceries, you know, just normal adulting responsibilities. So yay us. Okay. For being very inflamed, that was actually a very good practice session. At the very least, I had some good reflections. I also learned about the many delightful ways that I can try having toast. So, you know, I'm very happy. You joined the Discord. Fantastic. Since you're there now, I'm just going to pump this up so I don't have to scream so loudly. Okay. Since you're there, I would highly recommend, since we talked about it today, you can just straight up say, link your Bandcamp there, just in the general, just be like, hey, Joanna told me to share my stuff here. I'm a singer-songwriter, blah, blah, blah. Do all the intro-y stuff, you know, the elevator pitch. So do it with my blessing, okay? I'm sure that everyone would love to hear your work. So you're in Central. We're all in different time zones, so don't worry about it. You're in very good company. We're all in completely different time zones. We, you know, like that's just how it be. All of my students are in different time zones as well. So yeah. Oh, you got invite expired? Oh, wait, but Aline could do it. Oh. What? Well, let me make a new one. Give me a sec, guys. I'll make a new one. I'll make a new invite. So it worked for Tom. How come it didn't work for Stacy? Wait, that's so weird. Invite. Unless, Stacy, you have tried joining before? Oh. Huh. Or, Stacy, try doing it in yeah, I wonder if you've tried joining before and if maybe you're actually already in. Are you already in, actually? You might be. Since we're promoting all of our post-grad things, I would love to promo this lovely cleaning cloth by CAM.VOYAGE. All right. So Nicholas, who is the creator of this, is also actually one of my chat moderators here. Also just graduated from his master's, and this is kind of his project. Is a wonderful. I'm sorry, that's gross, guys. Okay, but it is a wonderful cleaning cloth. It's the material is fantastic. I mean, you saw how I did this. It's one pass through my body and the body and the foot joint. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just stuffing this up into here so that I can use my cleaning rod to stuff this up in here so it gets into all the little corners. So yeah, this is another post or end of grad, post grad project, entrepreneurship, business stuff. So I'm very happy to, you know, like promote this as well. So, okay, I'm just making sure I get into all the nooks and crannies up in the top. You can see? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see that? There. I don't know if you guys can really see just how dry. Yeah, I think you guys can see how dry that is. It's really nice. So yeah, CAM.VOYAGE, and I believe that I actually have the, because I use this every single time I stream, so I've just left his link in the bottom video description section. Where can we get the cloth? I have link in the video description. Open it up. I'm pretty sure I have it in there. It is like premium though, okay? So don't expect this to be cheap is what I'm saying. I think it's like $30 or something like that. So let's see. Do I have it on here? Yeah, I do. It's in the description. So go open it up. It's CAM.VOYAGEonline.com. All right. So yeah, I'm just very happy to do this kind of stuff. I'm just going to put it out there. I did not have a grand time after I, like, in the, especially in the first 2 years, I want to say, of post-grad. So I believe the Flute Center found me soon after that point. So the Flute Center found me, I want to say it was mid-2016. But the I graduated from my, I finished my master's at the end of 2013. And then officially graduated in 2014. So like, those first 2 years were freaking rough. It was rough. Like, I sent out a lot of stuff to try and kind of get my foot in the door, for teaching and playing in groups and stuff like that. And pretty much nothing came back. The only things that came back were things like, oh, you can try and get into our sub list or wait list or whatever. As for teaching stuff, pretty much nothing came back. It was a really rough time in the first 2 years. So this is kind of my way of paying it forward. Like, I am wanting to do for you guys what I wish could have been done for me within the first 2 years. Flute Center really Flute Center really was like the people who like did it for me. Like they swooped in, I believe it was into 2016. And they cold emailed me. They cold emailed me and asked me to be their first influencer. So, you know, yeah. Should you promote? Yes, please promote your Bandcamp and Linktree stuff in the recordings thread. Absolutely, please do so. I yes. I'm gonna put this here just like to prepare for the like end screen. Eric also got this swab too, can vouch for how absorbent it is. Yeah, expensive flute should come with a swab like this from the get-go. I completely agree. Holy crap. I freaking love this thing. So I still wash it every week. Every week. I throw it in with my laundry and then I dry it. And so like it's clean every week. I use it all the time. So yeah. There should be a thread for that. Can y'all poke David? So David is, I believe, the owner of the Twitch family server. Poke him and say Joanna is totally down for a thread where y'all can promote your stuff, because that would be really cool. Yeah. Yeah, because man, I really remember the first 2 years were tough, man. They were tough, really tough. And something that I already knew, if you guys don't already know, if you guys are kind of in this situation, if you guys don't already know, it does typically take 5 years to establish your whatever your entrepreneurial business is. And we as musicians, essentially we are entrepreneurs. That is just the way it is. That's how you do life as a musician. So it's just something for you guys to know that it does take 5 years. Those first 2 years are the worst. So, you know, if I can kind of swoop in and help any of you guys out, you know, I'm very happy to. So like, at least in this way, just to get, you know, like if you guys join this community, you might as well share with us what you're doing, you know? So I'm very happy to do that. Okay. Well, it is time. All right. We have returned the volume to this. So I just want to say, first off, why is this not? There we go. Okay. First, I just want to say thank you all so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, there's a lot on my mind. I'm sure you guys can tell. There's a lot on my mind, and you guys have really helped me kind of just, you know, take a break. So I'm very thankful that you guys are here. And I just want to say that you guys really make this community really just a really great place. Yeah, y'all are great, and I love you, and I'm very, very lucky to have you guys. So I'm going to be off for the weekend. Typically these days I stream 3 days a week. So currently planning to see you guys again on Tuesday. However, with some personal family stuff, just want to let you guys know there's a chance for some of my streams to randomly get canceled. So right now I'm not putting up a schedule because I just cannot promise right now. So, but for now I am going to, I think I will see you guys on Tuesday. So I will see you guys on, let me see what time it would be. It's either 11 or 4 p.m. Pacific. So I will see you guys 11 a.m. If I do, I will see you guys 11 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday. You guys will know for sure on Monday, because Monday is when I will plan the stream for Tuesday. All right. So cool. Yeah, poke people in Discord. Be like, hey, let's like hang out in voice. Yeah. I know some of you guys do that every now and then. So yeah. Be sure to do that. Family drama, very draining. It's not drama. Yeah, it's not drama. But it's family stuff is what I'll say. So, yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. John's okay. Um, you know, the family is okay, but there is some stuff happening. So, life, man. Um, what I can say is very important uh, to love each other. And take care of yourselves, as I always say. All right. So I will see you guys on Tuesday, hopefully. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy, healthy, and safe to the best of your ability. And, you know, especially because I know that life can throw you lemons. I know that right now because I'm living that right now. So just to the best of your ability, though, take care of yourself because there's no music without the musician. Hey, Blue Moon, thank you so much. I will see you guys, hopefully, on Tuesday. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Laters. Bye.